Taps sounded by U.S. Marine Corps veteran Ed Temple.
Present. Order! Who?
There we go.
Forward.
Duty. Some people ask me, why do what you did? Why did you sign up? You're only a kid. Why did I do it? I really don't know. I guess I was fearless. My youth had to show. But when I got here, I knew right away why I was needed, the part I had to play. Duty had called me. I didn't think twice. I answered the call. Soon, I paid the price. My duty is done now, and I'm not coming back. But my job is still open. There's no turning back. The work is not over. The duty is not done. A kid is my replacement. Someone else's son. I miss my old friends, my high school, my mall. Old friends, new friends, now memories all. I miss all the smart ones that laughed at my choice. They said I was crazy. I can still hear their voice. I miss Mom and Dad, and I cry for their pain. But somehow I'm sure that I'll meet them again. They know why I did it, and I know they are proud. Their tears are their duty, their tears on my shroud. Why did I come here? My duty was pre-planned. Be proud and be grateful for my footprints in foreign sand. A moment of silence for the fallen. The American Revolutionary War, 4,435. The War of 1812, 2,260. The Indian Wars, an estimated 1,000. The Mexican-American War, 13,283. The United States Civil War, 498,332, although most estimates are much, much higher. The Spanish-American War, 385. World War I, the Great War, 53,402. World War II, 291,557. The Korean War, 36,574. The Vietnam War, 58,220. The Persian Gulf War, 383. The Global War on Terror, 7,024. Of the nearly 42 million Americans who answered the call to serve their country in wartime, approximately 1 million did not return home. These are the men and women that we honor today. lest we forget our fallen. Please remain for our point service ceremony. Where's the...
No, it's not. It's in her arms.
Where? Hit it. All right. Hey, don't you know better? She hit it. I didn't see it. Oh, well.
Our point service master of ceremonies, George Schnurr.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Freehold Elks Point Service selection. And I'd like to begin by introducing myself. My name is George Schnurr. I'm the Freehold Borough Council Liaison to the Memorial Day Parade in the Freehold Area Organization. We'll begin this morning by raising our nation's colors.
Our nation's colors being risen, being raised by members of our Freehold American Legion Post, our Freehold Disabled American Veterans Post, and the Corporal Philip A. Reynolds Detachment Marine Corps League.
Good morning again. I'd like to acknowledge the dignitaries and service organizations that are present for today's service. There are 5 veteran organizations in the Freehold area, and all of them are represented here today. I'd like to recognize the Jewish War Veterans Post 359, Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 4374, the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 74, the Marine Corps League Corporal Philip A. Reynolds Detachment 203, and the American Legion Post 54. Accompanying the flag-draped casket on the horse-drawn carriage was U.S. Army Colonel Jeff Cantor, U.S. Army Sergeant First Class John Dickowitz, and U.S. Navy Second Class Petty Officer Terrence Howard. From Freehold Township, Mayor Lester Preston Jr., Deputy Mayor Thomas Cook, Committeeman Anthony Amiano, Committeewoman Maureen Fasano, and Committeeman Alan Walker. From Freehold Borough, Mayor Kevin Kane, Council President Michael DiBenedetto, Councilman Adam Reich, Councilwoman Margaret Rogers, Councilwoman Sharon Schutzer, and I also like to recognize former Councilman Carl Steinberg. The traditional Elks Point service of reflection is in memory of all Freehold and other American servicemen and servicewomen who lost their lives defending our nation. Each and every one of the veterans here today, and the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice represented by the crosses at Elks Point, have honored us through their brave commitment to our country. For this reason, we have gathered here today to honor them and you, Americans, veterans and their families, those who died and those who were injured in the line of duty. We will now begin the roll call. Unknown soldiers, all wars. Comrades lost at sea, all wars. The Battle of Monmouth, June 28, 1778. Colonel Nathaniel Scudder, 1st Monmouth Battalion, Revolutionary War, October 17, 1781. Sergeant Isaac G. Du Bois, U.S. Army, Civil War, May 5, 1862. Private Alexander Chapman, U.S. Army, Civil War, July 5, 1862. Private John Logerson, U.S. Army, Civil War, August 29, 1862. Captain James W. Conover, U.S. Army, Civil War, August 4, 1864. Major Peter Brendenberg, U.S. Army, Civil War, September 19, 1864. Private James Donaldson, U.S. Army, Civil War, September 26, 1864. First Lieutenant William B. Ross, U.S. Army, Civil War, October 19, 1864. Private Frederick D. Bennett, U.S. Army, World War I, August 1st, 1917. Corporal James A. Gear, U.S. Army, World War I, August 30th, 1918. Private First Class James H. Likes, U.S. Army, World War I, September 26th, 1918. Private William M. Armstrong, U.S. Army, World War I, October 1st, 1918. Private Relief V. Curley, U.S. Army, World War I, October 5th, 1918. Private Frank Randall, U.S. Army, World War I, March 1919. Corporal Lloyd J. Simmons, U.S. Army, World War II, January 16, 1942. Sergeant John S. Urban, U.S. Army, World War II, October 21st, 1942. Seaman Second Class, James A. Borden, U.S. Navy, World War II, November 13th, 1942. Staff Sergeant Teddy Throckmorton, U.S. Army, World War II, July 14th, 1943. Staff Sergeant Robert B. Ketchum, U.S. Army Air Corps, World War II, August 1st, 1943. Sergeant William P. Pine, U.S. Army Air Corps, World War II, September 10th, 1943. Technician 5th grade, Douglas C. Chivera, U.S. Army, World War II, November 28th, 1943. Aviation Machinist Mate, 2nd Class, William J. McGrath, U.S. Navy, World War II, January 12th, 1944. Private James Carr, U.S. Army, World War II, February 4th, 1944. Technical Sergeant Adam Albright, U.S. Army Air Corps, World War II, February 17th, 1944. Seaman Second Class Theodore Askew, U.S. Navy, World War II, August 2nd, 1944. First Sergeant William H. Mackey Jr., U.S. Army, World War II, August 15th, 1944. Sergeant John Adamko, U.S. Army, World War II, September 22nd, 1944. Sergeant George W. Bennett, U.S. Army, World War II, October 19th, 1944. Private Thomas J. Brewer, U.S. Army, World War II, October 28th, 1944. Second Lieutenant John S. Murphy, U.S. Army Air Corps, World War II, November 18th, 1944. Captain Albert E. Dury Jr., U.S. Army, World War II, January 20th, 1945. First Lieutenant David Oglensky, U.S. Army, World War II, February 25th, 1945. Corporal Stacy D. Matthews, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II, February 28th, 1945. Seaman First Class Frederick L. Jasper, U.S. Navy, World War II, March 11th, 1945. Staff Sergeant Andrew B. Pop, U.S. Army, World War II, March 15, 1945. Sergeant Frank P. Bruno, U.S. Army, World War II, May 11th. Torpedo-Bin's Mate, 3rd Class, Eugene Lockett, U.S. Navy, World War II, May 28th, 1945. Private 1st Class, Walter M. Chambers, U.S. Marine Corps, World War II, June 2nd, 1945. Lieutenant Commander Howard B. Mason, U.S. Navy, World War II, July 16, 1945. Technical Sergeant Milton Jackson, U.S. Army Air Forces, World War II, June 5, 1945. Corporal Philip A. Reynolds, U.S. Marine Corps, Korea, November 29, 1950. Private 1st Class John A. Felton, U.S. Marine Corps, Korea, October 16, 1951. Corporal Edmund M. Rohan, U.S. Air Force, Korea, October 31st, 1951. Chief Warrant Officer, 3rd Class, Walter F. Robleski, U.S. Army, Vietnam, May 21st, 1967. Lance Corporal Barton E. Haynes, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam, October 22nd, 1967. Corporal Anthony DePonte, U.S. Army, Vietnam, May 28th, 1968. Private 1st Class Jose de Jesus Colon, U.S. Army, Vietnam, August 7th, 1968. Sergeant Bruce E. Coley, U.S. Army, Vietnam, July 7th, 1969. Specialist 4th Class Michael E. Curtin, U.S. Army, Iraq, March 29th, 2003.
Attention! Present! Who? Order! Who? Parade! Hey!
This concludes our remembrance service. Thank you for all attending, and may God bless America.